Okay, today we are going to be doing a Twisted Fate mid lane uh, review. You start out with a Boots of Speed and 3 health potions. Then you're going to move up into a Sheen and Sorcerer Shoes. By mid game, you're going to want your Lich Bane, which will be down to 1800, and a Rabadon's. Then I have a bunch of situational items like Zonan's Hourglass, Void Staff, Abyssal Scepter. I don't know how to say that. Deathfire Grasp, Banshee's Veil, and the Torment. Uh, Twisted Fate has a couple different things with his W, which is why I like to start out with it because I can use it to bring up. I can either just get my his W does a couple different things. It's called pick a card, and with pick a card, you can pick different abilities to help him out. And one is to get your mana back, one is to do extra damage, which is the red, and the yellow is to trap someone. Well, with all of that, it's very helpful. My masteries are all in utility to make him level up faster and to get money faster because you're going to need it with all the items being very expensive for the ability power build. Um, so I start out with the W and then go to his Q because that throws his 3 cards and does quite a bit of damage. It has a really good range. Um, his ultimate isn't really too good. I mean, it shows everyone on the map, and you can click it R again, and you can teleport pretty far. I mean, it helps, but I mean, it's nothing really special. It's not like it's anything that like will do damage. It's more of the help gank. Um, Twisted Fate uses his passive is he has a passive E, which is every fourth hit I want to say will do extra damage. Um, got the kill there. Sorry about that. I just got over being sick. I lost my voice for a couple weeks and haven't been able to do a video. Uh, as you can see, his Q just goes right through everyone. You can use the W and get the blue card, and it'll give you mana back. The red card does more damage, and like I said again, the gold card will stun. Um, it's more like if you're gonna run a mid, you're gonna want to keep on using the blue card, get your mana back, try to stay in mid. It's not really. I don't know. I mean, like he's good. He's fun to play around with, but you have to play carefully. Like especially with whoever you're mid laning with. Like I don't know. It just really depends on who you face and like if it's someone like Timo or something like that, I would switch lanes immediately, or Darius or something like that. You just really do not have a chance against any of the two of them, or Aatrox. I got that kill out of luck off the minion. I didn't even like realize it because I was talking to my friend on Skype. Um, the Sorcerer's Shoes, those are pretty useful to help you obviously get a little bit more speed and a little bit more damage. Um, I like going with the Sheen because it gives you 200 mana and 25 ability power. And after using an ability, the next basic attack deals bonus physical damage equal to the basic attack damage on hit. Um, but that also builds into your Lich Bane, and that lowers it down to 1800, which isn't too bad. It gives you 80 ability power, 250 mana, plus 5 movement speed, and the movement speed is always very good for um, Twisted Fate. Uh, it's pretty much get the same passive. It's after using an ability, the next basic attack deals 50 plus 75% ability power, bonus magic damage on hit. And then Rabadon's, I mean, it's pretty explanatory. 120 ability power and increases the ability power by 30%. Very helpful. The situational items that I have, like I said, it varies on your situation. If like you need more ability power or magic resistance, or you just wanna have, I don't know. I mean, it's just really like on your opinion on. Just try to stay with the Rabadon and the Lich Bane for sure. Or you can even skip the Lich Bane and maybe go with a Deathfire Grasp or Abyssal Scepter or Banshee's Veil. It really depends on like what you need. Um, I got him on the Ignite right there. I'm still running Ghost and Ignite. I don't like to run some of the other stuff that, like, I don't like Flash. I like having the Ghost because it helps a lot more with me being able to outrun people for uh, the 10 seconds. Just a lot better to me than being able to flash just to your mouse. Um, I mean, both are very useful. Like the flash, you can flash across bushes and stuff, either for a gank or, I mean, you can do it to get away from a situation. But I like the ghost better because you get the run, you get the speed, and it helps, especially if you're like on their side and you need to get away and you're being chased down. It just helps a lot. Uh, Twisted Fate's Q, a lot of people really run into because, like, I don't know, those cards are just kind of perfectly set out. It's kind of hard to avoid. Um, I don't know. It's just kind of hard to explain. Like, every time I face him, it always seems like I get hit by him. I did buy Twisted Fate, but he is free this week. Um, I'm going to be doing more videos, explaining more people as I keep on buying them. It's just I've been busy with work and I haven't been playing. As you can see, his Q's got a full screen use, so I mean that helps. All my masteries are in the utility to help um, Twisted Fate. Uh, it's just more for gold. Like I have 17 utility. I got one on improved recall, which I really don't need. 3 on Wanderer grants 2% increased movement speed whenever out of combat. Summoner's Insight, which I don't even know why I use. I don't need it. Mastermind reduces the cooldown of a summoner spell by 10%. Runic Affinity increases the duration of Shrine, Relic, Quest, and neutral monster buffs by 20%. Greed gives me an extra 1.5 gold every 10 seconds on top of Twisted Fate's Greed to be able to get more gold on a minion kill. Awareness for the experience. Pickpocket for extra gold on the champions. Um, it helps a lot, like a lot more than people really realize, because I get so much money from killing the minions, hitting the champion. Um, trying to think what else I could say. I mean, I haven't really used Twisted Fate too much, but I do use this build for mid lane. I like it because I get enough money. I can sustain buying whatever I need, and with being able to use my W and get my blue card to be able to get my mana back, like that helps a lot. Um, you could use the R to escape if you really wanted to. Um, I recommend not to. I more recommend it for a gank or to be able to um, get into mid lane and be able to finish off the person if they're still there after you got spawned. Um, Trying to think what else. I mean, with building an AP, anyone AP, you have to watch out like your basic attacks. It's gonna take longer to be able to take down a um, tower and stuff, but obviously your abilities are gonna do a lot more, and it's gonna help overall. Um, like I said, keep on using that blue card. Get your mana back up to be able to get your Q. The passive doesn't cost anything; it just stays. It's like Teemo's E, his poison, which is very helpful. Um, the passive on Twisted Fate's pretty good. I mean, it's not like great, but it does help a lot. Um, Especially if you use the red card and you have your passive right there. I mean, it does do quite a bit of damage if even without having like attack damage or anything. Um, you want to try to keep Twisted Fate a little bit faster. That's another reason I like using the Ghost, because it helps me get out of situations because I got the Sorcerer Shoes, and then if I get the Lich Bane, I get an extra 5% movement speed. But, I mean, sometimes that's just not enough. You have to get that extra movement. Like right there, use my F, and I'm just catching them. I got my Ghost on. I caught him. I could have probably went and got him, but I really didn't want to take the risk of dying. You gotta know when to go and when not to go. Like earlier when I did go, I mean, I didn't go too far into the turret, but also I don't know where anyone else is. I don't want to come get ganked. Um, that Q helps take out minions because it just passes through them all. And I mean, if there's a champion back there too, you can hit them. I don't really worry about ranking up my E too much, my passive. I like to get it once early, but not really too worried about it. I got really lucky here with him stopping to hit the minion. I really thought I was gonna die. I don't know how I got out of that, but there's that movement speed that I was talking about that helped. Like I didn't have my ghost, but I did have the sorcerer shoes, and I mean that helps earlier game. I try to get that early game, because I mean with the boots of speed it reduces the price down to 725 for the sorcerer shoes. So I mean it helps because it gives you an extra 20% movement on top. Like if you bought the boots of speed, you have 25% movement, and then if you get the sorcerers, you get an extra 20, so you're at 45 movement speed, and 15 magic penetration. So I mean, you can't really like worry too much, especially if you go ahead and get the Sheen, and then get up to the Lich Bane, and then you get the extra 5% movement speed. I mean, you got quite a bit of movement speed, especially with getting the Ghost. You should be able to pretty much get out of a lot unless you get ganked and you have low health. Um, let's see here. I did not see what I was building because I was looking at my build list right there, but his R shows all people on the map, whether they're hidden or not. Like if you got Teemo and he's in a stealth mode, it shows Teemo anyways. Um, Pretty useful. I mean, I don't really care for his ultimate too much though, because it doesn't do any damage. So like it's more of a, well, they need help top or bottom or mid or wherever they need help, and I can do it. I I don't care for it. I mean, it's good, but not that good. It's more like I feel I use it more often whenever like we're losing and like I need to get to the first tower, or I mean I can even get to the second tower if I do a little bit of running, and then I use it, then I can teleport there and kind of help. But I don't use it too often. I stick with the Q and W, obviously, because the E is just a passive. I also like how his Q is a full screen because I can stay far enough away from the turret, but also throw the cards and still hit. So, I mean, I can stay back and avoid getting hit from a turret, but I can also still take down their health and toy with them until like either they'll come up to me or they'll just go ahead and run back and I can take out the tower or take out the minions. Uh, with the gold card, being able to stop people, that helps a lot, especially if like you're running away. Go ahead and activate your W, and then those cards will switch, and you have to click W again for it to select the card. And if you don't use it, I think in 4 seconds or 5, I can't remember, it will go away, and you'll have to wait for it to cool down. So you might as well try and use it. Um, Sorry about that. The gold card will stun them. So if like you're trying to get away and you don't have anything for the movement or whatever, um, I mean you can at least stun them and get a little bit more away than what you were before. Uh, but you see what I mean about like the Q? It just always seems to hit because like they'll run into it, and I don't know. I mean I really like it. I wouldn't really recommend him for a mid, but if you want to do something different, go ahead and run a mid. I mean, it's still you're still gonna do alright. I mean, you may not go positive, but you'll still be able to help your team quite a bit, especially with having the R to jump from lane to lane. Um, I got the Rabadons there. I kind of forgot about the Lich Bane. Um, I realized it later in the game because I was gonna build and the Void Staff, and then I realized, oh, I got the Lich Bane still that I could do for 1800, and so I built into that because I forgot it also gave me an extra um it gave me extra ability power, and it let's see here, it would give me an extra about 55 ability power plus 50 more mana, and then the 5 movement speed, and then the unique passive. um so I mean it obviously it's an upgrade. um I use the item set at the beginning of the game. It makes it a lot easier for me to do my build, and I'm not searching around for items like you usually are. If you like, I mean, you can obviously go off of the build and do whatever you want, but I like having at least an idea of what I can do just for even early and mid game. And if like I want to change it around or something, like I still have the option to. I'm not stuck to whatever I have. Um, you can activate that Q and click anywhere. You don't have to necessarily pick a target. You can like pick where you think they're gonna go, which does help. I mean, sometimes that does happen. Um, I think if I would have had a Lich Bane, I would have caught him like right here because I missed the. I was going for the gold card to stun him, but I mean, I still. If I had the Lich Bane, this is where I remember about it. I would have been able to run out Warwick. I mean, I got some speed on him right now, but um, I mess up and I do my W too soon, and I get the blue, which is for the mana. If I would have got the gold, I would have been able to stun him and get out of the way, and um, the guy running top would have been able to come save me. But it's alright. I remember about the Lich Bane because I bought that, and then I'm like, oh wait, I got this. So Doesn't really matter though. I mean, it's all in your preference of how you want to play him. You could play him attack power and attack speed, and he would still do pretty good. And mid, I would just I might leave the masteries on for the XP, but move some over for his attack speed and attack damage. I don't know. I prefer him being a ability power. I want to say he is like mainly ability power. His ability power and attack power are equal, so um, you can build him either way, which is really good because if you're not an ability power person, you can build attack power and attack damage. Well, attack damage and attack speed. I will have a build coming up with that pretty soon, within the next couple days. Um, so if you don't like the ability power, you're not comfortable with doing ability power, I will have an attack power. I don't know what lane I'll run them though with attack power. The ability power I like running mid because I I can do enough damage with the ability power. I probably could run them mid with attack power too though, but it would be a little bit harder because I like running off of mana. I really don't like people that aren't mana reliant. Uh, I don't like Aatrox. I've played as him. Don't really care for him. I mean, he's pretty good, but I do not care for him. Um, I'm trying to think what I tried to do here. I don't even know what I tried to do there. I almost had him, but I'm saving up for the Lich Bane. But with all the masteries, being able to get money, like it's really easy for me to get money on top of his greed. Um, I don't gank in this game though. I, now I'm going to build into Banshee's Veil just because I wanted more Banshee's Veil. I want to say no, not Banshee's Veil for the health and the mana. Um, Cause he is pretty squishy though. He's not really. I mean, he's not a tank. Obviously, he's an assassin. Pushing. He's a pusher, an assassin, and a ranged. Uh, Now I'm waiting for my R to come back so I can jump mid. Um, which I think is funny because I like being able to do that. To just cut them off. See, and then you press it again, and it's got such a huge range, and I can cut people off. Sometimes you'll get that though. You'll just jump into someone's mid-range attack or whatever they're doing. Uh, I was kind of mad about that. I like being able to stun though. It helps a lot, especially like I'm gonna be doing a Lux build because I almost have enough to buy her. Lux is very overpowered, but she is all ability power. So they surrender, and that's it. Thanks for watching.